Hello, this is Miss Hernandez. Today we are going to do our science lesson. Today it's going to be a little bit different. So here I have my bowl, I have milk, and I have some Fruit Loops. So from what all the things, oh, and my spoon. So all these things I have, what can you tell that I'm going to do with all these ingredients? What do you think I'm going to do? Okay, awesome. Yes, I'm gonna make cereal. So I know many of you are like, but Miss Hernandez, this is science. Why are you making cereal? So science is everywhere. It is all around us. So a good way to start with cereal is to introduce what mixture is. So what's important to know about this is that when I am mixing the cereal, you are able to take the stuff apart, and I will be showing you that. So we're gonna go ahead and start. Okay, so now I'm gonna make my cereal. So when I put my cereal in, I'm first gonna put my Fruit Loops. Okay, so I have my Fruit Loops in there. And right from the start, this already can be a mixture, right? Because I see different types of colors that are in the Fruit Loops. So I can take them out and I can sort them by colors. So here I have red, and then I can sort them out by yellows, reds, blue. I also have purple. You see that? But when I put them together, now the colors are all mixed. So that's an example of mixture. Okay, so now I'm gonna pour my milk. Right? And as I'm mixing it, it is a mixture, right? Now we have milk and cereals that make a mixture. All right, I think I'm gonna enjoy this cereal and then I'll be right back.
2 seconds later.
Now that I ate my cereal, now what is left? Just my milk, right? So you saw that I was able to pick out the cereal and I was left with the milk. So my mixture could be taken out. I was able to take out the cereal and just be left with the milk. So that is an example of a mixture. Okay guys, so you just saw me make cereal and then I told you about how it is a mixture, right? So now that you know a little bit about mixture, I want you to tell me, what do you think is mixture now? So I'm going to give you a question and you are going to answer it. Okay, so mixture is, what is mixture? So a mixture is when two or more materials are combined together. For example, like me, I did it with cereals. Here we have soil, chocolate milk. Remember, we have milk, then we pour chocolate, and soup, because sometimes when we make our soup, we do it with different kinds of ingredients. Some of us put some chicken, some of us put some meat, which is like beef kind of meat. And then we add some rice sometimes, or sometimes we put broccoli. It depends on the type of soup that you make. So here I put two or more substances that are put together, can be easily separated and do not make a new substance. So it's like the example again with the cereal where I was able to pour milk and then pour the cereal in there. And if when I ate the cereal, the milk was still there, right? And I can also separate the cereal because I had Fruit Loops, they were in different colors. I can separate the red ones and I can separate the green ones, the blue ones, the purple ones. So that was also a mixture about the different colors of cereals. Okay, so we're gonna go over vocabulary. Again, mixture is a combination of two or more substances. So that is our main focus, what a mixture is. We also have combine, to mix together. So combine is when you have two separate things and you want to put them together, which is what makes a mixture. We also have separate. So to pull or take apart, remember we separated the cereal from the milk. So we took out each cereal to separate it from the milk. We have ingredients. It's a part of a mixture or solution. So our ingredients is the things that we will be using. So my ingredients was the cereal, the milk, the bowl, and of course a spoon, so that way I was able to eat it or separate it. And then we have substance, a type of matter with uniform properties. So substance is more of material. Okay, so now you will be looking at videos. I'm going to give you 3 examples. First, you're going to look at it and then you're going to tell me whether it is a mixture or it is not a mixture. So look at the videos carefully and then your questions should pop out after every video is done. Okay, so for the first video, if you picked that it was a mixture, you are correct. We do see that the iron and the salt are being mixed. And when they're mixed, you kind of think of how are you gonna separate these? So when, as we see in the video, we see somebody get a magnet and was able to remove the iron with it. So they were able to separate both ingredients. So that would make it a mixture because you are able to separate them. Okay, for the second video, we see that they pour water and oil. We notice that when they're pouring the oil, it doesn't really go and mix with the water, right? So it just stays up there where you can see here in this picture the yellow part, which is the oil. It doesn't really mix with the water, so if you guys chose that it was not a mixture, then you are correct because you were not able to see it blend with the water. It was more separated than being mixed. For this one, at the beginning of the video, we do see somebody pouring water and salt together and mixing it. We do see that the water and the salt do mix. And so what they were trying to do is they were trying to separate the salt. And so we saw that they put the water in the pan and then they left it for a little bit in the heat. And then that heat absorbed the water. And then the water, when they opened the pan, the water disappeared and it was just left with the salt. So that tells us that they were able to separate both. Just like with the cereals, I took away the Fruit Loops and I was only left with the milk. So for this one, they were only left with the salt, which makes this a mixture. After you are done writing your mixture, you're now gonna take a video of your mixture and upload it to Flipgrid. So what you're gonna do is, those of you who have a laptop, you're gonna look up Flipgrid and just click on the first link. You're gonna have a code to enter. Also remember, the code I am putting is not the one we're gonna use. This is a different one. I'm gonna have a code for you at the very end. So after you're done putting that code, you're gonna put your username. So that username is gonna be also at the very end of this. Once you're done with your Nearpod, I will have instructions as to what your code will be and your username will be. And for those of you who have an iPad, you're going to want to go to the App Store and write Flip to the App Store because we're going to need to download the app. So once you are there, you're going to have to search up Flipgrid. And then it should be the first one that pops up. So you're going to click on it and make sure to download it. Once it is downloaded, it will pop up on your screen and then click on it. So it's going to ask you whether you are a student or educator. So make sure you guys press student. I'm going to press educator. So then after that, you will enter the code like the way I had showed you before. Remember, this is not the code. This is a different code that we will be using. I will put the code at the end of the Nearpod with your username. So that is what you do for an iPad or a phone. It can work with both. Okay guys, so for my Flipgrid, it's going to be of my two favorite chips, so Funyuns and Cheetos. And so what my mixture is I'm going to put these two together. So I'm going to open the bag and I'm going to pour it in a bowl. Got my Cheetos. I'm going to pour these also in a bowl. And then I'm going to mix it. And you noticed how it is very mixed. And if you see, I am able to take out all the Funyuns. right? I'm going to put the Funyuns back in its bag. And as I'm putting them in the bag, I am sorting them out. Right? And then I can get my Cheetos and I can take these out and put them back. So if I only put my Funyuns away, being these, I'm only left with the Cheetos. So all I have left in the bowl are Cheetos. So that is my mixture. I was able to separate the Cheetos from the Funyuns. So that is my example of my mixture. So that is what your flip grid should look like. You do not have to show your face. I'm only showing my face so I can show you guys. And make sure to reply to somebody. So again, when you do your flip grid, just like yesterday if you were able to do it, you are going to record it. You do not have to show your face again. And then reply to somebody. Again, you do not have to show your face when you're replying. You can just face it at the wall, from the floor, your shoe, maybe your dog. You can do that too. So make sure you do that, and that was it for the video. Okay, so this is what your Flipgrid video should look like. Also, it doesn't have to be this long. It can just be you recording yourself doing or showing the example of your mixture. After you are done, make sure to reply to somebody. So when you reply, you're going to have to record. You don't have to show your face. You're going to record and you're going to say something about their mixture. After that, you will be done. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and go ahead and get your question done on the next slide. You will have 10 minutes, and then after that you will be able to do your flip grid. So go ahead and get started, and I will see you later. Bye.